So we're starting up right now just so you guys know what's going on. We usually like to give a reference. Why is the video there? What are we doing? And the RBC Whistler GranFondo is the GranFondo World Championships this year. So it's a very, very important designation for the race component of it. And this was the closest we could get to a World Championships. And I'm sure once they have footage of a World Championship Fondo, be able to run that. I referred to Mike Woods, his style of riding. And today, one thing we haven't done a lot of is standing. And today the crux point has a little bit of a different nature. And I encourage people to be comfortable with standing, to use it. Some of my originals that are on here, I just saw a few of them. I remember when we first did an assessment of their riding 10 years ago, I asked them to stand up and they all looked at me completely horrified. I think they thought they were gonna fall off their bikes. Depending on your level, your experience, your years in, and your style, you may or may not stand on your bike a lot, but it's a very useful tool. We want to be comfortable with it. And today, because we rode through the canyon, I call it the canyon, that might be a bit old school, because it used to be very much like a canyon, Cheakamus Canyon. And we do a lot of this, but there's nothing that in your face. And then after the feed zone in the salt sheds, we come out on a descent into a flat, and then there's quite a lot that goes on after that, starting at 97-ish K. So we'll get into that, and I'll give you a little bit more info, but suffice it to say, there's a lot of riding into little hills, getting on top of the gear, and then carrying it over, trying to settle in again, little repetitions like that. So there's nothing like the last 3 times where we've kind of seen something that just goes, like this, breaking it down. What we're thinking of is practicing the skill of riding these short, punchy little things that we're gonna find all the way through this last 25K or so, okay? So from easy riding, we're gonna keep our gear easy, make sure you're comfortable, fans on, windows open. That's my cue to my helper. She still doesn't ever put them on before I ask. Okay, so easy gear. First thing, we are coming into this section today off a downhill. Let's work on that leg speed. I had a couple of emails from people talking about they're recognizing that they obviously ride with a lack of leg speed. I'm looking down right now. I'm riding all around 100 RPM, which has kind of become my, very proud of this because I used to be a real masher, but it's become a little bit of my go-to, comfortable turning over. So I'm gonna have you guys all bring your cadence in this easy gear under your 5 out of 10, under your 50%. I'm gonna have you bring it to a 90 cadence, okay? 90 cadence, so I'm dropping mine a little bit. For 1 minute, adjust your gear if you're on your regular bike. Click into a couple of easier gears. Make sure you can turn the pedals over. On any sort of a trainer like this, gonna turn that gear down using the mechanism that backs the gear off. Always call it a gear though. Think of riding a bike. All right, 90 cadence. And I'm gonna cue you up until we get to 105, and then you're gonna hold it for 90 seconds, okay? Starting now, 1 minute from 90 cadence, wind it up. not attacking. Up, up. 95-ish. Relax your shoulders. Easy gear. You want to get comfortable with this. Up, up. 100. I have too much gear on. I'm going to give myself a little break. 30 seconds to go before you're at 105. Relax. Learning a bit of leg speed helps you be able to generate the same speed on your bike or power in an easier gear. Up, up. Bringing it to that 105. A little bit more if you're okay with it. And 90 seconds now, right here. Settle into it. Hold on to it. Learn it. Good job, guys. Hold it right here. You're at about 26 pedal strokes. I say about because it's somewhere between 26 and 27. 1 more minute here. Easy. Just focusing on leg speed. 26 pedal strokes for 15 seconds. Counting one leg. If you're doing it old school, no numbers. 45 seconds. You should be able to look away if you do have numbers. Look away, look back down, see the same number. If you're counting, you just counted, and you're gonna count again, but 15 seconds to go. Hold it right here. It's an important skill, drill, thing we wanna do to improve our overall effort, okay? Just about 15 seconds to go. 105. Last 10 seconds. Three, two, relax. Your own preferred cadence for 30 seconds. We're gonna do that again, but we're gonna bring it up higher. Right now, find that 90, 95 cadence again. Easy gear. Why do we do this? Because learning your range of cadence, learning how to apply it to different situations is super important. Generating more power is not just about smashing a bigger gear, blowing your legs up, and being done. All right, this time, up to 110, 115. Wind it up. You've got a minute to go in the wind up. Easy gear. I'm already at 100. Relax shoulders. Don't underestimate how much your core is helping you with this and your relaxed upper body. And that doesn't matter what kind of bike you ride. Almost at 30 seconds. Up, up. Keep it going. Over 105 now. Nudging it up to 110. If you're still settled in your saddle, especially those of you who've ridden a lot more or have natural leg speed, that's a lucky thing. You're gonna bring it right up to 115 if you can. 2, 1, 90 seconds at 115. Up, up. Good, guys. Few reference points. Those of you who've watched the Tour de France, over the years, there have been some of the top pros who've come in and had really high leg speed, different style. You can look back over the ages, all kinds of different styles of riding. You want to learn leg speed. You've got 45 seconds left. Hold it right here. You want to learn it, learn to apply it. Find those sweet spots we were talking about. Hold it right here. Another 30 seconds and a bit. 40. Come on, guys, just relax. This should just start to come automatically. Just over 15 seconds now. Stay in that rhythm. 10. Last 5. 2 and 1. Relax. Back the gear off to where you're comfortable. Easy effort. 3 out of 10 for now. So just a quickie on that again. Do not despair if you find anything over 100 cadence really, really hard. And because you're spiking your lactate at a lower end in the range, being around 100 or something, it feels like a higher effort, but it's a neuromuscular skill. Your body will learn it. We don't come out turning pedals, turning circles. So these are all skills, take a little bit of time. Questions on pedal stroke, same thing. It's gonna clean up your pedal stroke, make you smoother, and you can practice this and use it in your routine when you do a long climb, on the way down. Don't put it in a big gear. Don't lock your legs. Make sure you're using the opportunity to just follow the pedals around as quickly as you can, in control and without bouncing. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is just bring some gear into it. Now, find your comfortable cadence, 90 to 100, and bring some gear into it. So you're right at that 6 out of 10. Remember, this is talking, forming sentences, but maybe with a catch in your voice. It's not completely low-end aerobic, but it is aerobic. Aerobic in a max aerobic power scale is somewhere between 5.5 and 6.5 out of 10 for most people, okay? The ranges get quite tight. So starting 2 minutes right now, 6 out of 10, 60% number for those of you who know. We're still in our warm-up on the playlist. 1 to 7 are the songs in there. I sent out some more detail. I know not everybody is into playing with music, so provide you something that helps you out. Almost at 30 seconds, guys. Feeling a little bit of pressure behind the pedals. Start drinking early. Take little sips. Awesome job. Thinking about the pedal stroke. A little bit of weight behind the pedals now. A little bit of push. Holding on to that 90 to 100 cadence. Talked to, I think it was Ron from, I don't remember where Ron was from, asking questions, saying that he was riding consistently in a low 80 cadence. So we definitely want to have a learning curve to push that up. Okay, guys, stay right here. The next thing we're going to do is from this gear. If you're really uncomfortable still with standing, you might want to bring up a little bit of gear, but I prefer you're doing this in the warm-up without relying on your gear to stand on. This is core engagement. We're not leaning on our handlebars. We're not locked, not like this. We don't come right up with our upper body. Nice position. We're gonna do 30, 45, 60, back down. Okay, starting in just under 10 seconds. Centered over the saddle. First one coming up. 2, 1, up, 30 seconds. Eyes up. Nice activation. Not a lot of gear, right? We're relying on your form. Learn to do this with a little bit of gear. Get it right. Because if you need to be getting on top of a gear, You don't want to be relying on smashing it into a harder one to stand up. 2, 1, take your bike with you, tucking it underneath you. Why? Because when we ride with people, we don't want to throw our bike back into them, either when we sit down or when we stand up. Think of it. Everyone does it sometime, especially when you're flailing and tired. Okay? Next one, 45 seconds. Oh, yay. Okay? Getting ready. Up, up. Try and make it the 45. Looking good there. Some of you guys look really good. Try and loosen the elbows. 15 more seconds. Good job dancing on those pedals. If you're falling apart, sit down and try and regroup. In 5, 2, 1, back down. All right, see how you're doing with this. Next one is a minute, 1 minute. If you're falling over the bike, sit back down, come back up. 2, 1, up, up. Hot, 60 seconds. If you can stand on a stationary bike in an easy gear, you can do anything on your real bike. Balance, core. Awesome. We're not leaning on our handlebars because we don't want our front wheel going like this. Always a straight line. You're halfway, guys. Good job. Who said all those squats in the winter wouldn't be good for something? Another 15. So good. We're going to think about taking our bike with us. Like I said, always think about it outside. 3, 2, bike with you. I'm doing an exaggerated move, but that's the idea. 45 seconds. Coming up. I'm not just trying to make you do gratuitous climbing. I'm trying to get you to work on the skill. 45 seconds. 5, in 5, 2, 1, up, up. Awesome job, come on, 30 seconds. Eyes up. A little bit of an attack mode. $15 more seconds. If you have knee issues, this may not be comfortable at all. Little pieces, you want to get back to it. In 2, 1, back down. Everybody mute their phones, please, and their devices. Someone's coming out of the back room there. Okay, last one, 30 seconds, guys. 2, 1, up, up. Give me 30. Awesome. Nice activation. Hips are moving. Not leaning on the handlebars. Don't lock your elbows in like this. That's going to make your bike twitch around. I can see someone doing that. Loose. All right? In 3, 2, and back down. Relax. Back it off. Over the ages, there have been lots of different styles, and riding, a lot of standing, a lot of seated, very much what you find optimal and comfortable, like everything. But when you're riding a lot of punchy, short hills, it's very useful to be able to just get on top of the gear, okay? And that's a little bit of what we're going to be doing in the workout. As you come out of the Cheakamus Canyon, which is now what I'm considering our segment, you go into about 7K, where you never really feel like you're seeing anything drastic, but you feel like it's a drag, and then it'll pop up just for 200, 400, sometimes 500 meters. So we want to be on top of the game for that. And what we're doing today is we're going to do 2 run-throughs of 10.5 minutes where we're riding into a grade. We're increasing the cadence a little bit, pushing it, and then we're standing to get on top of our gear. These are all going from 7 to 7.5 or 70 to 75% around our hour power. If you're on the playlist, the first song starts at number 8, Dance Yourself Clean, and then there's a cool Thunderstruck, 2 cellos will get you over the top. So 10.5 minutes. Hopefully, if you all understand, you can give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, everyone who can hear? Good, awesome. Okay, so first bit of business is that you're gonna find your cadence to start out with of 90. So 90, it's not a big grade, all right? But it is always kind of 2, 3, a little bit more than 3, 4. Hopefully not windy, okay? 70 to 75% for 2 minutes. And you're going into this in 10 seconds. 2 minutes, 1 minute increase the cadence, 30 seconds stand, and we're gonna do that 3 times in a rotation. All right, getting ready? Everybody get your music powered up. Everybody get your hard hat on. That's like the tough hat. And we're into the first little part. 2 minutes, 70 to 75, 90-ish cadence. All right, let's get our heads on into the game. Awesome job. Settle into it. Breathe. Just to give you an idea of where we would be, what we would be seeing on the course. Again, we're trying to take this in pieces, right? We're trying to take this 10.5 minute piece, which it's gonna take you 20 minutes. If you're going at a 4-hour speed, it'll take you 20 minutes to do 10K. That's any reference. A little bit longer. If you're at 5-hour speed, more like 30, okay? And you're already over a minute on this piece. Settle into it. What we're seeing is we come around a corner and there's a drag along the side of a lake, a reservoir actually, I think, called Daisy Lake. It keeps pitching up. It's not friendly. It looks pretty. Okay, but you're only at around 25K to go, but this part seems really hard. Okay, 15 seconds. What are we doing? 1 minute. Increasing the cadence by 5 RPM. That's gonna move this up in effort. Ready? Bit of a surge in the group. 2, 1, up, up. Come on, guys. 5 RPM. We're not going crazy, but we're pushing up the effort. Breathe. Get into this new rhythm. A little faster. Almost 30 seconds done. Good job, guys. Another 30. Relax your shoulders. Look where you're going. Be aware of people around you. All right, you ready for this part? We're gonna get on top of the gear without changing it. Changing up the muscle groups. In control. 2, 1, come on. 30 seconds. Nice tempo. Almost halfway. Come on, guys. Using this skill just to get on top of the grade again. So good. 5, 2, 1. Take it back down. Not throwing your bike into anyone. 90 cadence. So you're dropping it back down. 70 to 75%. Recover, recover. As you're getting to this point in the ride, it's really starting to feel like everything's over your 7 out of 10, except for the occasional downhill. 30 seconds done already. Really good. 90 seconds like this. Same routine. It's just as though we're going up these little rollers all around Daisy Lake. It's like this all the way to a place called Brandywine. Look it up on the profile after. Always deceiving until you know how to look at the profiles and really break them up. Okay, you got less than a minute here. Less than a minute, 90 cadence. Really good, guys. Use that rhythm. Breathe. If you're recovering a bit now, have a drink. Learn to drink when you can't necessarily stop. It's useful. Less than 30 seconds. Same routine. Hold your gear. This is just a way to maintain what we're doing and create some change. Change is always good for our bodies when we're going hard. In 2, 1. Come on, guys. 5 RPM. We're not going crazy, but we're pushing up the effort. Breathe. Get into this new rhythm. A little faster. Almost 30 seconds done. Good job, guys. Another 30. Relax your shoulders. Look where you're going. Be aware of people around you. All right, you ready for this part? We're gonna get on top of the gear without changing it. Changing up the muscle groups. In control. 2, 1, up, up, come on. Active. Again, if you can't do it the whole time, a little bit, then sit down, halfway. Awesome job, everyone. A little bit more. 5, 2, 1. Back to 90 cadence. Last time through. Come on, guys. Back into the rhythm. Very likely your legs are hurting now. Think of something else. Doesn't matter how fast you're going. You get tired. Everybody gets tired. And it's about who can just change up. They used to call it changing the channel with our sports psych guy. Change the channel. I don't like that show. We're doing a lot of that these days. Netflix sucks, that's my new thing. Nothing to watch. Okay, almost in a minute. Think of your feet. Strong through the feet. Pulling into the back of the circle, using all of it. Almost out of this little group of poppers. This is the last one. A little break, little break, and then we do it again. 30 more seconds like this. Come on, guys. Stay on the program. Focus. Bite-sized pieces. 15 seconds. We're going to do that increasing cadence again. 5 RPM. Little acceleration in pace. In 3, 2, up. 5 RPM. Sorry, not standing. 5 RPM. Increasing the effort. Increasing the cadence. Closer to 100 RPM. Another 40 seconds. Come on, guys. A minute total. And you get a break. Hold it right here. Come on. Lock it in. There's the crest of this one. Right up ahead. Getting ready to stand and take it over the top. In 3, 2, and come on, stand up. Take it over the top of the hill. Right over the crest. Using this kind of, sort of, for recovery. 15 seconds. Come on, guys. Own it. 5, 3, 2, and we're on a bit of a downhill. Back off the gear. Easy, easy, easy. Recover, recover. So lots of things we do. I talk about there being lots of systems, lots of techniques, lots of things that we're doing to get ourselves through training session, a day, fondo, and it's good to have all these tools in your tool bag, right? You've had a minute of recovery, a little bit more. We have a new rider, Robin, so hopefully you're following along. I'm trying not to be too repetitive in everything, although I know there's a few people on there like Donna and Marie that basically don't listen to me anyway. I'm white noise after 10 years. Okay, it's all right with me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're halfway through our recovery. Have a drink. So I was describing, and I think you guys all got the gist of it, that we're on a long drag within the last 25 kilometers, probably just around 100K now. I'm shortening the bits a little bit, but I want you to go through the ideas, the process, thinking about things, and when you see it for real, And when you're on the Sea to Sky Highway, you'll be able to recall some of these things. Hopefully, some of it will work for you. And that's another thing I've learned in coaching. Okay, getting ready to go into the next effort in 40 seconds. Just because I'm talking, I'm not going to forget the start. But one thing I've learned is of everything I can share with you, you may only take one or two things, but if you take one or two things and they help you, awesome. Lots of times it's about just little snippets that will help you. And they might not help you till you're further along in your riding. 90 cadence, 10.5 minutes. Let's be honest now, 70 to 75%. And we're doing the same rotation. We're not at Brandywine yet. Bring up that gear. 2, 1, 2 minutes in your rhythm. Come on, guys. Get into it. Strong through the feet. "30 seconds done." You've got that in the bag. Do a quick little think, top to bottom. Relax your face, relax your shoulders, bring them down. I tap my fingers a lot so that I remind myself not to grip, which goes up my arms, into my shoulders, unnecessary waste of energy. All right, stay right here. Let your ankles move. Less than a minute before we increase the cadence again. Awesome job, guys. 30 seconds. Breathe. If you're on the playlist, songs 11 to 13, I queued up for you. Good one from the Pirates of the Caribbean coming up. All instrumental. Okay, 10 seconds. We're going to increase the cadence. 5 RPM. 2, 1. Wind up the cadence. 1 pedal stroke every 15 seconds. It's not a lot, but it brings up your power quite a bit. Your effort, probably to 8. Come on, guys. I'm at my grimace again. 30 seconds. Come on, guys. Driving it. Hopefully, little group. You're just responding to some changes in pace. It's not bothering you because you've learned to do it. But we're almost at a point we want to get on top of the gear by standing. In 2, 1, up, up. 30 seconds, come on. Halfway. Gonna get back into our rhythm in 5 seconds. 3, 2, back down. 90 cadence. Recover, recover. You spiked it a little bit. You tried to bring it down by standing. This is another little unnamed pitch after Daisy Lake in that 7-ish K. Good job. 30 seconds done again. 90 to go in this middle part. Recover, recover. Feel it coming down a little bit. You learn to push it up a little without getting into stress. You can use that. Little moves. All right, 1 minute. Pulling through on the bottom of the circle, up into the back. Get that extra power. Not just stomping down. So good, you guys, come on. Ride it like you mean it. This is where all that changing the channel is starting to come into play. No matter who you are, what group you're riding. When I say we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit again, just gonna do it without thinking. All right? 5 RPM. In 3, 2, up, up. Come on, guys. Soon as you find it, deep breath, relax. Awesome job. Come on, you guys. Hold on to this cadence. Hold on to it. This is the hard part in the middle. You're building a new skill, some of you. Get to practice it when you're out on your own. All right, we're gonna get on top of it again in 10. Standing up. 5, 2, 1, come on. Nicely done. Half. Trying to relax. Just holding the gear. 3, 2, back to our last piece. 2 minutes, 90 cadence. You got this. Come on, guys. Back into the rhythm. Recover, recover. You love your new friends you made on Taylor Way. All here enjoying the ride. But true confessions, I noticed, even on the profile, there's a beer stein as a finishing mark. That might be what we're thinking of right now. 1 more minute. Hold it here. 90-ish cadence. (22, 23 pedal strokes every 15 seconds. This is our last pitch. And then we're getting a downhill before our final assault before function junction. Okay? This is hard. Legs are burning. Everybody's the same. Use that remote. Click onto a good channel. 15 seconds. 5 RPM for me. Okay? Strong through the feet, guys. Winding it up. 2, 1, 5 RPM. Come on. Get after it. Guys, you're getting so strong. Almost at halfway here. Come on, guys. 30 seconds to go like this. 30 seconds standing to the top. And ride it like you mean it. Coming up to our last 10 seconds. Think like a cloud. Dance on those pedals. Alberto Contador. Look him up if you don't know who he is. 2, 1. Come on, guys. Up, up. Right for the crest. Just try to hold the gear. 15. On. 5. 2, 1. Over the crest onto the downhill. So good. Whew. Okay. Easy. Right now, we have one more big one. Not long, but a hard one. 3 minutes easy right now. Listening to my playlist. There's a cool song called Park Life right now. As we envision everybody who Nordic skis or has been to Whistler, we're going to go past the access to the ski hill, Callahan. And then there's 2 kind of nasty ones come around the corner. All right, you have 2 more minutes of recovery. Easy pedaling. Remember, easy is easy, hard is hard. That's how you actually get better. A lot of average. Guess what? We end up a little average. Okay, so I'm going to tell you my story. Last year, riding up with a group, we were going along pretty well, but right about this point, I started to cramp really badly, and there's about 15K to go. And it was literally, if I tried to stand up, I was sort of like, stand up, whoa, a little bit like that, right? Happens to us all. Doesn't matter how long you've been riding. It's not always sodium. It's sometimes just the repetitions, hard efforts. So that's where we use our tool bag. I had to stop standing for a little while, but while we're all working on it right here, no one's gonna crumble on their bike. We'll continue to use it. So what this is, after our nice downhill, going around a corner, there's a bungee jump place, and that's kind of a little, when you see that, you're like, okay, move to the front again. We're on another pitch. This one goes up to around 6% at its highest point. Tiny little piece of recovery, and then you're gonna do it again on one that now looks like quite a long drag. You'll start to see people getting off their bikes maybe, and there's hydro wires across the top. So we call it Hydro Hill. I affectionately call this first one the Tag Cheer Hill because I think we've always been there. And I even have a song queued up that we always play there. We're going in 20 seconds, okay? First one, 1.5, 80% this time. Try and maintain a good cadence, 90 to 100. You're gonna stand. Start bringing the gear up now. You're gonna stand. Then you're gonna do a minute, 60%. Then you're gonna do 2.5 hard minutes on Hydro Hill. Everyone get their gear, 90 to 100, 80%. Come on, guys. Lock into it now. It's a good song called Uprising, and then I love it because we all love it. Okay, get into this. This is rolling into grade 4, 5%, up to a little steeper, which is where we're gonna stand. You have 1 minute to go like this. Come on, guys, keep it on that good show. Think you can. Think you can, you're probably right. Get into it. Come on. Just over 30 seconds. Comes in quick succession. We can see some cheering squads up ahead. Try and get up and over this first pitch. All right. The grade's coming into our legs now. We're gonna stand and get on top of it. It's only about 100 meters. We're at 108K into this whole ride. In 2, 1, come on, 30 seconds. Up over this little piece. Come on. Right over the pitch. Push it a little bit. 10. Into a tiny flat coming up. 2, 1. 90 to 100 cadence. Back the gear off just a little bit. 60%. Come on. Give yourself a break. 1 minute like this. Recover. Recover. That hydro hill. Right there. Put on a good show. The one that has you winning the Tour de France. Or your club ride. Okay? 15 seconds. Hard now. 80%, 90 cadence. This is a 4, 5 to 6% grade. Getting harder at the top. And we're rolling into it here in 2, 1. Come on, guys, last 2.5 minutes. Use those circles. Got that sweet spot gear. You know, after this, it's a downhill. And then you're on the border of Whistler. Okay, 1 more minute here. Come on, guys. Stay focused. I hope you got I Love It on now. It's the fight song. "30 seconds. All right, that's the pitchiest part of it. 6%. It's gonna back off slightly. What are we gonna do? Push over the top. Right into the downhill. You're gonna give me a minute of winding up your RPM. This will be up to 8, 9 out of 10. Here we go. Up, up. Come on. 5 RPM. Hot, right over the top. 45 seconds. Come on, dig deep here. Hop, Fiona. Hot, Zoomer. Halfway. 30 seconds. Right into the downhill. back the gear up. Nicely done. This is where I say, pat on the back. Because we don't do that enough. Think about what we didn't do, could have done better. Remember, things you did well. Just doing these workouts, you're gonna remember some stuff. You're gonna have physical advances. And also, you can use this, I'm trying to give you a way, you can think about it outside and get a drink in you right away. And as of yesterday, first couple videos are up. You can find them on our YouTube channel, Tag Cycling. I believe they'll be accessible through RBC Whistler GranFondo. And reuse these, go back to them, maybe find things that you want to go and practice outdoors, indoors on your own. But thanks for joining us. So that was, that's a wrap.